Hi everyone, it's Rhino here with your Disney news highlights for the week of August 21st, 2021. Before we get started, I want to remind everybody that this and everything that we do here is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. They are experts at helping you plan the perfect Disney vacation. You can visit them on the web at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. When you book with them, it costs you nothing extra on your trip and you help support the channel and all the content that we produce here. So we thank you very much. And now that I have said that, we are on to the news. The biggest story of the week that seems to have people pretty divided as well is this Disney Genie, as I call it, the Disney Diaper Genie. I'm not thrilled about it, but I'll go over it all in a moment right here, but if you want a more comprehensive discussion on the topic, we did do a video this week, just the other day, that you're going to find on this channel, so you can just look back. It's probably the video that was published just before this, and you can check out that, where we have thoughts, feelings, and like a very detailed breakdown. So I'm just going to give you like a brief overview right here. So Disney Genie, what is it? Disney Genie will be available for Disney guests to access via My Disney Experience and Disneyland apps, and will utilize new technology to help craft park touring itineraries for guests. It will also usher in the end of the FastPass era and MaxPass systems. Built right into the My Disney Experience and Disneyland apps, the Disney Genie service is designed to maximize your park time. It includes a personalized itinerary feature that will quickly and seamlessly map out an entire day. From specific attractions, foodie experiences, and entertainment to general interests like Disney princesses, villains, Pixar, Star Wars, thrill rides, and more, just tell Disney Genie what you want to do, and it will do the planning for you. So let me read some of the finer details from Disney Parks blog post here for all of you. Disney Genie will continue to update your itinerary throughout your day so you can be more spontaneous and go with the flow. It'll display current and forecasted future wait times, helping you predict when you might experience quicker entry to attractions. It will bring existing planning features together in one place. Join a virtual queue at certain attractions, make dining and experience reservations, mobile order food, and at many locations, get help from a virtual assistant and more, which sounds like something the app already kind of does. But what I'm curious about is the wording there. Are they saying that it will make the virtual queue for you? I can't foresee that happening, especially when we get to the next part of the system, the next bit we're going to talk about here. I'm not sure about all that stuff, but now, this is the bigger part of the story. Disney Genie Plus, or the death of free FastPass and the rise of the paid lightning lanes. For the price of $15 per ticket per day at Walt Disney World Resort and $20 per ticket per day at Disneyland Resort, choose the next available time to arrive at a variety of attractions and experiences using the lightning lane entrance. You can make one selection at a time throughout the day, from classics like Haunted Mansion to thrill rides like Big Thunder Mountain Railroad and newer favorites like Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. Disney Genie Plus will also include Disney Parks themed audio experiences and photo features to capture your memories, augmented reality lenses for those visiting Walt Disney World Resort, and unlimited Disney PhotoPass downloads from your day if you're visiting Disneyland Resort. Then we've got the top tier attractions that are not included in Disney Genie Plus. So they're a part of this individual attraction selections system. Through the individual attraction selection service, you can schedule a time to arrive at up to 2 highly demanded attractions each day using the lightning lane entrance, like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at Magic Kingdom Park and Radiator Springs Racers at Disney California Adventure Park, subject to limited availability and attractions not included with Disney Genie Plus. Pricing for this option will vary by date, attraction, and park, and will be announced closer to launch. Lightning lane selections will be made on the same day of your visit and can be used across multiple theme parks. Attractions continue to offer a traditional standby queue or a virtual queue at certain attractions like Star Wars Rise of the Resistance to maximize flexibility. Disney Parks blog continued on to say that while the FastPass Plus, and Disney MaxPass services will be retired, we're incredibly excited about the flexibility and choices Disney Genie service provides, because money. You can choose from all of our new options, a mix of them or none at all, and continue to have a great experience no matter how you decide to plan your best Disney day. This doesn't have an official launch date as of the recording of this video, but just a time frame of fall 2021. I'm skeptical, honestly, and like I said, you can watch that video we did the other day to go a little more in depth to it, but it just feels a lot like nickel and diming is all. The FastPass Plus system was not as efficient as it could have been. I didn't love it. But I am happy that all this stuff kind of only happens day of, so it gives you a little more advantage. Like, and if somebody doesn't show up on the day of, then that FastPass is still out there in the system for somebody else to get. Not FastPass, whatever. I'm gonna have to get used to this new verbiage. But I just. I don't know. We always knew Disney was a luxury, but now I feel like it's the ultra diamond, platinum, gold, blood diamond luxury. It just kind of takes that fun out of it, the spontaneity and the stuff. But who knows? I could be completely wrong. This could come out. This could be amazing, and I'm sure that there are plenty of you that are excited or that are going to just rip me apart in the comments section, and that is just fine. Okay. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, Disney Parks blog also said they're making some enhancements to the Disability Access Service, the DAS program, including new options to enroll in the program pre-arrival and for DAS participants to select attractions directly in the app. These options will be available in addition to the existing in-person DAS program. So that sounds like that's going to get a little easier for some folks out there. But that's it about the Disney Genie. I'm kind of tired of talking about it right now. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm sure on the Tuesday show coming up, there's going to be a whole discussion about it too. And I don't know. I'll just wait. I'll process the information. Change is always scary, right? So who knows? But okay, we're going to talk about some Disney Cruise Line news here for a hot second. According to Eyewitness News in the Bahamas, beginning September 3rd of this year and going through November 1st of this year, any cruise ship with passengers will not be authorized to enter any port in the Bahamas unless the conditions that I'm about to read you in just a second here are met. This order includes any stops at a private island such as Disney's Castaway Cay. So if the following items are met, the cruise ship will be authorized to dock. And that is the captain, master of the cruise ship, transmits a manifest which discloses vaccination status of all persons on board. All passengers over 12 have to be fully vaccinated prior to embarking on the cruise ship, and health protocols that the cruise line previously submitted to the competent authority have been complied with. It is unknown at this time how this new order will be put into effect with the state of Florida's law on businesses asking for proof of vaccination, so I don't know how that works. Obviously, you can stay up to date on that and how that's going to affect your Bohemian cruise vacation once we have all that information coming in sooner than later, I'm sure. So you can stay tuned to dclfan.com and stay up to date on all the cruise line stories out there and everything like that. And of course, So I've got another sort of, bad news one, and that is that the Disney Dream is currently sailing on voyages in the Bahamas. We know this. Sorry, that's not the bad news. In preparation for the Disney Fantasy to return to sailing, Disney Cruise Line is moving around some itineraries and has decided to cancel the September 4th sailing. An email went out to those who are scheduled on that particular cruise and reads like this. Let me see. Disney Fantasy will resume sailing beginning September 11th, 2021, with 4-night cruises from Port Canaveral, Florida that will be available to book beginning August 25th, 2021. On board, be immersed in everything from imaginative dining to live shows and savor sweeping ocean views and balmy tropical breezes. Disney Cruise Line expects to begin sailing 7-night voyages and longer aboard the Fantasy in October 2021, pending conditions at that time. So let me see here. Guests who have paid their reservation in full will be given the choice of a 125% future cruise credit to be used for a future sailing on or before September 30th of 2022, or a full refund. In addition to that, guests currently booked on 7-night Disney Fantasy voyages that depart on September 11th, the 18th, the 25th, and the 2nd will have their reservations automatically transitioned to the new 4-night itineraries, which will have the same departure dates. These guests will be refunded the difference in cost of the voyage, fare, taxes, fees, and port expenses, as well as vacation protection plan if applicable. And guests that remain on their original sail date will receive a $400 non-refundable onboard credit per stateroom that can be used towards onboard purchases. These guests will also receive a 25% discount that can be applied to most future sailings taken by September 30th, 2022, and the discount will be available once guests return from the 4-night sailing. Guests may also choose to cancel their reservation and receive a full refund, which is kind of interesting. So my thought on this is that if you were comfortable enough to go sailing on a 7-night cruise, why not just do the 4-night cruise take the $400 because it's you're going to get refunded the difference amount of money either way. So you can still go on a cruise. Then you've got $400 to spend on that cruise. And then, you got a couple extra days off that you can just chill or maybe go to Walt Disney World or Universal Orlando or, I don't know, just Airbnb it somewhere near Port Canaveral, near Cocoa Beach or something like that. So, I don't know. That's my recommendation, but I know nothing. I know very little. I shouldn't say I know nothing. I'm going to end this Disney Cruise Line info on a little bit more of a positive twist here. It's all about the Disney Wish. So when the Disney Wish launches in 2022, there will be a new scavenger hunt style game for guests to take on during their cruise. The new game is called Disney Uncharted Adventure and will utilize the Play Disney Parks app on your phone, and the game starts before you even start the cruise. This game is essentially the next evolution of the midship detective agency game you can find on the Disney Dream and Disney Fantasy ships. The heart of the game is interactive storytelling. This style of storytelling is already found in Disney parks at attractions like Toy Story Mania, Turtle Talk with Crush, and the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge datapad, but this is that next evolution. Guests are able to become the heroes of their own story during their cruise. The first of its kind immersive adventure gives guests the chance to interact with Disney characters in stories in a new way. The idea of the game begins with sailors and wayfinders who looked to the night sky for inspiration and guidance. Of course, with Disney, the wishing star is the key star and the most important one. That's why one of the Disney Cruise Line horn sounds is when you wish upon a star. If wishing upon a star makes your dreams come true, what happens when that star goes missing? And that's when the games start. There's a lot of information about this game, which actually sounds pretty interesting. It uses a lot of multiplayer. It says you can play up with up to 6 different people. It's using mobile devices. And there's going to be 4 quests based on the movies. Whoops, I missed where it said the movies. I am so sorry. Moana, Princess and the Frog, Peter Pan, and Finding Nemo. So it's kind of interesting, a kind of fun, interactive thing to do that's a little bit different than anything else. I don't know how that works with phones at sea. I'm assuming you're just connecting to the Wi-Fi, but I didn't think the Wi-Fi was free on the Disney cruise, so I don't know. But Craig Williams did a really wonderful in-depth article that you can check out on DCL Fan, and that link to that is in the description of this video, so you can check that out down there as well. But he says in closing, ultimately the game combines imagination and technology into an immersive experience for all ages, bringing your favorite Disney and Pixar stories to life. So, fun. Okay, Walt Disney World stuff now. So, as previously announced, Disney Enchantment will soon grace the skies of Magic Kingdom. Debuting October 1st as part of Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary celebration, the new fireworks show will include enhanced lighting, immersive projection effects that will extend down Main Street USA, fireworks, and of course, Disney music. It will also include an original song by 7-time Grammy winner Philip Lawrence. And today as of recording this, Disney Parks Blog has given us a little peek at some concept art for the show. So along with classic characters you know and love, newer Disney and Pixar films like Soul, Onward, and Luca will also make an appearance. And don't worry, Tinkerbell is still going to be flying out of that castle across the sky. We will always have our Tinkerbell or we will riot. Personally, I am still going to be bummed to see Happily Ever After go. I did get to watch this on the night that we did the Boo Bash party, and I'm like, it's a good show. That's a good one. I just don't feel like it had run its course yet, but maybe that's going to be like the new trend with these sort of shows, is that it won't be kept around for 20 years. It'll kind of just keep things fresh, keep you on your toes, and kind of give you that reason to be like, oh my gosh, I got to go back and see this show again. It's not like, oh, well, I've had 15 years to watch it. It's like, no, you only have a little bit of time. That feels like maybe where they're headed with this. But I'm for one, am very excited to see how they do the projections on Main Street. So I love it when they do it out in Disneyland. So I can't wait to see how they do it here. Now, in a shocking bit of news to no one at all, the NBA experience at Disney Springs is closing for good. And I think this was open for like maybe 7 months before everything shut down due to the coronavirus. But when the basketball-themed location was announced, it did not receive a ton of fanfare, and it was never busy or a popular spot with Walt Disney World visitors. According to Scott Gustin on Twitter, Disney says this will not impact their other partnership with the NBA or their business relationship with the Orlando Magic. Disney plans to share an update about the location at a later date. Personally, I have been inside of that experience, inside to experience some of it, and the building is really cool as well as all the experiences, but it ultimately just kind of really felt completely out of place. Like if they had really just kind of pulled up what was essentially inside of the NBA experience and like move that to somewhere like ESPN, Wide World of Sports or something like that, that would have been cooler. And then trying to make that complex like a destination visit, but it just really didn't. It never gelled at Disney Springs. So hopefully those cast members who worked there have been replaced in new positions and can find work. I would hate to see more people go, but they say when one door closes, another show opens. That's the expression here at Walt Disney World, right? Well, maybe, I don't know. Do you remember Cirque du Soleil? Familiar? You remember the white tent at Disney Springs? It feels like has not had anything happening in forever. Well, if you remember, there was a Disney-themed show that was announced, I don't know, again, forever and a day ago. It was called Drawn to Life, and that was supposed to premiere in spring of 2020, but we all know what happened then. But it looks like we are finally going to get it, and I am very excited. I was worried it wouldn't end up. It wouldn't happen. Something, it'd be one of the casualties of everything. But Walt Disney World has announced that the show is finally scheduled to open on November 18th, 2021, and tickets are available to purchase now. So that's it. I'm excited to see it, like I said. Now I have a bunch of food news for everybody. So the Wave at Disney's Contemporary recently closed, and now it's been announced that it'll be returning as Steakhouse 71. No real details at this point, but it's been said that the venue will be a casual dining concept that gets its name from the resort's opening year. No mention of Steakhouse 55 in Disneyland, though, which is hilarious since that closed permanently earlier this year. So I don't know why it closed out there. That was a great spot. It seems weird that they're like, close it here, open something else there, give it kind of the same name. But in addition to the changes coming to the Wave, California Grill is also going to see a new dining experience in the days ahead, but we don't have any information about that yet. But we've got some other stuff reopening as well. Beer Garden, located in Epcot's Germany Pavilion. I don't know what you're saying. It's already open, but here's the thing. It's not that it's reopening, it's transitioning away from the family-style service and back to the buffet service. That is beginning on August 29th, and all of your Oktoberfest favorites will again be offered at the buffet. The Crystal Palace, just found off the hub in the Magic Kingdom, is also going to reopen its buffet beginning September 12th. And Boma, Flavors of Africa, reopened this week, and it was the first of the buffets to return to Walt Disney World. So I didn't think buffets would ever be a thing. I thought they were going to be a thing of the past, and here we are in the future having them. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's it. If you want to read more on any of the stories I spoke about or any other stories that came out this week, you can head over to wdwinfo.com. Of course, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. There's plenty of other content on here other than me rambling on a Friday night about Disney news for the week, giving you my weird takes on everything that I'll probably regret saying later on, but that is the life I choose at this moment, I guess. That is going to do it for me. I hope everybody out there is doing well, and I'm going to see you next time. Have a great week, everybody. Goodbye.